Hey everyone, we're gonna get back into Passpartout. Probably gonna also be a shorter stream today. Um, I just got back from visiting family, and it's been I'm halfway through 2 weeks of like super crazy busyness. So last weekend went to the Panhandle to visit my family, um, and then so I saw something. I was like, "Oh, I have a new tool! Haha!" All right, so I now have the like uh, more loopy because like it does better at curves. Yeah, we'll clear that with the regular brush. Cool. All right, so the one of the like achievement pictures I really liked, it was like a beret and a mustache on a white background. So we'll see how we do with that. Nope, don't need white. I can actually see the white a bit. You can see the white actually a little bit on this canvas, which is interesting. So maybe we'll paint the entire thing white real quick, just so that we have a clean base to start on. There we go. We're going crazy there in the background, like usual. So I went to visit my family. Alright, so we want like a bit of a loopy here. And we want it to be a bit of a poof on that side. And then like come down into kind of a circle like that. Yeah. All right. So this tool gives us a little bit more control on our curves, which is nice. And then like a little button thing. I'm not entirely sure what that is. All right, then we'll color in here. We might add some detail. We might not make it totally silhouette. But we'll put maybe like some pinstripes in or something. That seems like it'd be good. Uh-oh, bills are incoming. Alright, so we'll get this a little bit smaller here. So I got back into town and home last night. I left on Thursday. So left on Thursday and got back. So how do we want our pinstripes to look? Do we want pinstripes? Or do we just want to do like creases? Like some curves to go along. Give it a little bit of like depth a bit. And then if we spray that tiny bit, like make that fade in a bit there. Yeah, that kind of like gives it a bit more definition there. Maybe we'll like take that along this curve a bit. Do like a sharper little bit there. And like a little highlight down one of the sides. Sure. gives it just like a little bit of sheen, little bit of contrast there. Okay, now mustache, and this is where we're going to do terribly, I'm sure, because getting both sides to be symmetrical, awful. Okay, so we'll do like this bit of a kind of like a paisley shape almost. All right, so that's half. So let's try the other half, which is not gonna look as good because it never does. They kind of look like whales, honestly. Maybe we can like even it out a tiny bit, like do like that, and then come back in with white here. A little bit better. Sure, we'll go with that. All right, and then we'll fill this in. All right, and get that to there. Okay, so fill in this back bit with the smaller brush. Okay, now we can move up to a bit more. There we go. Ta-da! Terribly mustached. I might still be able to fix this a little bit. Like this area seems to be one of the problems on why I don't have symmetry. Like that. And then I'll get this tool back and we'll try and smooth that out a bit. Maybe we'll smooth it out a bit. There we go. Well, not quite. Anyway, all right, so do we want to have like a little bit of the like shiny in here? Do like that, okay, and then like, oh nope, wrong color, no. There we go. We can fix it. We're gonna get rid of most of this anyways. Sure, that looks pretty good. So not only was last weekend like super busy, I had my sister-in-law's baby shower to go to for my upcoming niece, but I also had a birthday party for basically my adopted niece, because family has never been like whose blood really for us, so my adopted niece, one of my best friends. So let's see here. Do I want to do like a cigarette and have that like be the only color? That'd be kind of French, I think. Don't smoke, by the way. This is not in any way, shape, or form condoning smoking. Please don't do it. Do like that, and then like have ashy bits on the bottom here. Can I like spray in a touch of like orange and red here to like make it look like it's on fire? A little bit glowing, like hot. Yeah, there we go. And then I think, I don't know, because it's been a very long time since I've actually seen a cigarette, that there's usually some bands on them, I think. I think they're usually in like a contrasting color, maybe like brown. Heck if I know. We are talking to the wrong person. I've never smoked. Sure, that looks pretty good. All right. We'll call that good for our first piece. Put that there. Frenchman. All right. Oh, okay. Immediately got an offer. Awesome. I probably could have haggled on that a bit, but oh well. I've unlocked the new tool that I've been using. Thanks, game. Alright, so I kind of want to, like, do a couple of different pieces that I came up with some ideas for. So I'm gonna see how well we can do like a cube in straight lines, because I'd like to do like a companion cube. I don't remember exactly the coloring, but I'm pretty sure it's like shades of gray, and we don't have a ton of shades of gray, so so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down that base of white for us, just so that when I erase over it, that's, you know, different. Alright. So, like, if I remember correctly, on companion cubes, we've got, like, corner bits, center bits, there's the circle that has the heart in it. So let's work from the inside out, I guess. Let's do that center circle with the heart on it, which I'm gonna go with like this darker gray. Well, the only gray we have. Alright, let's, oh, wrong tool. And this is why we painted the entire background white. Hooray! Alright, circle. So if I start here and like really concentrate on this, we might get something that looks sort of like a circle. Close enough. It'll do. Okay, so then we need like the pink heart in there, and then I'll like paint, actually no, let's fill this in. Before we move on, oh no, what did I do? I've messed it up. That's what I did. Whoops. All right. That looks okay. All right. Circle. Who knew it would be this difficult? Okay, we've got our like flowy tool here. So we want this to be like really symmetrical, which it's not going to be because like that's just not this game. And drawing in this game, that's not terrible. I'll take it. Alright, we'll fill this in and be very careful not to get to our edges this time so that we don't completely mess everything up. Alright, so I think because we're working with like super limited color palette here that we're gonna have to like improvise a little bit on the next circle-ish. So like there's like corner bits, okay, that are like larger. Whoops, wrong tool. Okay, erase that. You saw nothing. Okay, corner bits, like, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough space to like do this justice. I probably should have gone into landscape instead of keeping it in portrait, but oh well. It needs to be square anyway, so. Okay, so we've got like corner bit like this, where we draw our straight line out and then come up. Maybe. And maybe it'll look like something, hopefully, if we're lucky. Okay. So then there is a center bit that I think is a little bit further in, or out rather, like this, because that helps make the rest of the circle that's around the heart circle. All right. It's gonna be rough, guys. Like, it's gonna be a rough approximation of what a companion cube should look like. Especially if I keep doing stuff like that. Alright, so corner bit. We want... Maybe if I draw from like thinking this is the very bottom of it, then that might look better. Because we'll do our straight line across, well, as straight as we can get it in this. We'll go up till we've got about the same amount of space between those two. Okay, and then this is like the short end. And this is, whoops, this is a short end, which needs to be a little bit longer than that, right? Tiny bit longer. All right, and then we connect the two with our like semicircle bit. Sure, yeah. We'll call that good. Okay. Now our centerpiece here. Nope. Oh no, I left the wrong tool on. Stop that! Okay. Space. Yep. Let's draw our line. Oop, that's too thick. Oh. Alright, I'm having a rough time apparently with this one. That's okay. Don't judge too harshly, please. Alright. Like that. And then have that, like, circle cut out on it. Alright, next bit. This corner piece. That's nowhere near a straight line. Thankfully, we're filling that in. Okay. A straight piece there. Long side here. We're probably going to run off the canvas at this point. Ah, close. Close to running off the canvas. That's absolutely not a straight line. There we go. Close enough. It's so difficult. Okay. So I made this probably like a tiny bit too long. There. Alright. Back to our gray. And circle it through. There. Okay. It's gonna be the worst looking companion cube ever. Alright. It's a thing, at least. Can make a thing. This is incredibly, like, painful to do for me, especially because I can draw in traditional medium, okay? Like, just not very great at digital art, and especially apparently drawing with a mouse, so everyone please forgive the crappiness of this companion cube. And how I can't seem to do a straight line to save my life. Or a circle. Or anything, really. You know, one of those days. Oh. Wrong color. Hey, that's a pretty good straight line. I say and then jinx myself as I'm not able to do any other straight lines. Alright, let's go up from there now. And we'll connect these with our, like, semicircle looking thing there. Alright, and then we've just got to do this last center bit, which apparently that not even close to a straight line. There we go. Alright. Companion cube! Sort of. Alright. So, now what I want to do is, like, use our spray paint here to try and get, like, a bit of a gradient in this area with a lighter gray, because that's what it's. Oops, we'll have to fill in our heart there. Like, it's all shades of gray, but obviously they don't give us multiple shades of gray, so we'll have to make our own. Alright, and that actually should probably come out a little bit, at least, so that I can make a decent, like, line across for some of these. Alright. Are we gonna call that good? I think we will. I think we'll call that good. I might want to, like, lighten up the... Oops, too much. Too much light. Alright, there we go. No, not that big. Go back down. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna try and fix this circle a bit. Not bad. Okay, cool. Color this in, which unfortunately I did not want to accidentally... Whoops. Yeah, okay, well, we'll go with it. I need to sell something here soon or we're gonna run out of money. I actually don't even know how much I have currently. Ugh. I haven't been paying attention. Alright, let's see. There we go. The thing about this game is that I always like the colors better when I take the spray can to them, because I really don't like the super flat coloring that the regular paintbrush gives you. Alright. We're getting somewhere, maybe. Now there is an achievement in this game for spending 15 minutes on a piece, and I don't think I've gotten it yet. Pretty sure I haven't. Alright, so now I'm gonna take my white here and like clean up a bit to make like some lines in here. There we go. To make the rest of the cube a little more crisp. Alright, well that... Huh, okay. I like... There we go. Like, I need that to be straight. Okay. Oops. Oops. We can fix it. There. Alright, and straight across there. And we'll do like that. I mean, this should honestly be out a little further, but I apparently didn't spray paint down that far, so oops. Alright, now I kind of want to like take the spray paint to it with a little bit of black and like add some detail to this stuff, because like it just makes it look better in my opinion. Like we can shade a bit in there, give it some depth. Make it look like it got scruffed up a bit. Oops. I think going along those seems like it helps a lot with the detail on that. Like, alright. We're getting somewhere. Alright, money left. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. It's only 200 something or other every single time, but... Alright, and then should we like... Should we spray a little bit of red in there? Or... like... maybe the purple? The purple looks okay. Oh, red's a lot. Never mind. Purple definitely looked better. Well, if we take some of it back out with the pink, then it's not that bad. I think we'll do that. And then just get rid of most of what you just did. You know, it's like weathering in that way. Okay. We'll call that good. It's really ugly. Oh, hey, there's the achievement. Obsessive. For this, I... Companionship. Oh. Alright, well, they don't like it so far. The nobles stick their nose up at it. Fine. Be that way. See if I care. Oh, hey. George likes it. We'll sell it to George. You must please the more respectable customers, which means that I have to impress businessmen or the nobles in order to advance my career. But for now, money. Hey, money was good, right? Alright. So I'm kind of curious if I can do, like... because we don't have a lot of grayscale here to work with, and I kind of want to do a piece in all grayscale, which means it's probably going to be mainly the spray paint tool, but we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to start out with doing like part of a tree branch here. Alright, and then this is gonna like be that's too wide up there, but we'll fix it. Be like a V'd out branch here. So like that. And we'll fix the top of this. I did not, however, paint the entire thing in white so that this doesn't show, but that's fine. Okay, so now if we like put that back in and do like a little bit of a taper, yeah, that'll work. Alright, and so I want our edges on this to be pretty, I want it to be really dark. So that, and then the bottom to like be really dark and contrasty. So I'm going for like a charcoal type look. And I'm actually basing this off of one of the pieces that I've done in real life that I actually really like, so we'll see if we can get something going here. Okay, so now we're gonna have to use our spray paint tools here to like make this look the way that I want it to. So like the top part here, because I want the very edge of this to be quite dark. But then I want it to like fade down to really super dark underside as well. And we might want to lower that a bit. Okay. Alright, so we're going to see just how much gradation we can get when we don't have but like 2 colors to work with by using the spray paint. So it's going to be a challenge, that's for sure. But I want the bottom of this to be quite dark. And I want like the center of this. So I want it to have like the opposite effect of rim lighting, where I want the very top and the very bottom to be the darkest points. And then like the center to be the brightest point. But we still want it to have a little bit of that like charcoal-y look to it. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of white, and this is where I don't know if I should really be using like this cream color or not. Actually, let's test that. Let's do a little swatch at the bottom here that we'll just erase. So I'll do a splash like that, and then I'm going to put my gray over it. Like that. Okay, now let's do like that and see, do I like that better or do I like the white better? I probably should have left some places where that wasn't in there, huh? In order to see. Whoops. Got a little overzealous there. Alright, so we put our gray back down. Alright, and then white. So I think I like the white without the cream. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, good to know. We figured it out, and that's gone now. Okay. So doing our, like, touch of white in here. And we'll probably end up going back over this with some more gray and some more black. Actually, I'm pretty positive we will. Not probably. Because I'll want to, like, feather this some more. Alright. So we've got that. So we'll go over, like, a little bit. And we'll want the most to be, like, in the center. Or at least I want it to be in the center. I don't know what everyone else wants, but no one's talking to me right now, so it doesn't really matter what everyone else wants. The people in the game are not saying what they want, so, I'm doing my own thing, having a good time. Alright, and then let's get like a little bit more of our black in there on this bottom bit. Because I really like that fading up. Because this should be more shadowed. I should probably, yeah, take that down a bit because I'm getting a little bit outside of my lines there. But like, that's not bad. I'm pretty happy with that. That's not terrible. Okay, so we have our tree branch that looks fairly decently like charcoaled. I think I might want to like touch up that bit right there. Okay, right? That looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit right there. Okay, so that looks pretty good, I think. And we have plenty of money right now, so I'm not too terribly worried about getting whatever it is I need to done before like bills come in. So now we're gonna do like hopefully we're gonna do a barn owl. So I might want to cover some of what I've done here to have like the face in this area. It might come up into here. So let's do because this is going to be really difficult because I'm going to want to do like all of the shading and stuff with the spray paint, and like the majority of the barn owl that I'm going to be drawing, the face and the chest area, that's going to be pretty much white with a little bit of the gray in it. And then like the top bit on the head for the feathers is going to be like in the mid-range with a couple of little darker spots. And then if we get to the feathers, we'll see how it goes because limited amount of space and all, but yeah, we'll see what we can do. But I need like a general idea to go off of for spacing and stuff, and that's probably going to be really difficult to actually accomplish. Because I want like a bit, because we want like here, right? Because like owl should come down through here. So if I like that, and I'm trying to visualize it here. So we've got like this, and then like this, and then we want the head to come up somewhere like in here. Like this. That looks pretty good, right? Like we'll got the general idea of what the shape of the owl should be. All right. So I need to like get the eyes sorted out. So barn owls have like really pretty heart-shaped faces. Which kind of like circle down. And this is just rough sketch ideas right now. And we'll like sort through the rest of it here in a bit. Okay, that's not bad. Then like ridge down, floofy feathers. We've got a beak somewhere in here. Okay, and then we want like eyes to be somewhere in here. Yeah. All right, so let's get our like orbs going here. We're gonna like do a little bit of shaping on this, but this is gonna be like our general idea for where the eyes are gonna go. Here and like here. Sure, that looks okay. All right, so we want like some. Oh, it's gonna storm. It's thundering outside, so like we'll have a little bit of shaped eyes here. We'll get them a little bit more like orbed. Okay, so like pretty much everything else I'm going to do is going to be with the spray paint tool, and this was just getting a general idea of where that was going to go, because I really want this like soft look to it. With most of our owl being very light in color, so I think I'll do a bit of base behind here so that we get rid of some of this tree, so we're not trying to constantly paint over that. So we'll do white here. Okay. And then get this in here. All right. We'll fix the eyes later. All right, that's pretty good. We can get this side bit a little bit, give us a good foundation to start on. Okay, so we want our owl to like stand out a bit, which means we might have to put like a little bit of dark rim around him like we did with the tree, but that's fine. So we'll get our like black out a bit. No, actually let's do gray first. So I want like, nope, wrong tool. There we go. So I'm gonna need like this white to come in here and like fade this out a bit, and we'll get rid of that in the center because I don't need that. That was a mistake. Okay. Okay. That's a decent bit to start with. All right. Now we'll go back in here with our spray paint here, and we'll get that like really nice soft look. And then I want to come in with a little bit of black on the smallest setting here and just do a little bit of our like highlighting and get that definition. Okay, I want there to be like this part looking bit here in the center. So we're gonna like leave that in mostly white, but we want to get feathers going here. So let's get our gray And so like the darker feathers are up here. And then they kind of like fade to lighter white feathers for the chest area. So let's do like, let's get our darker colors in here. And then I'll redo that part with the white like I want it. All right, then we'll get that part going in there. And so like the gradient in this is super difficult to do when you have only a couple of colors to work with, but we'll get it, we'll get it. And then I want to put a bit of a darker color around the back of the head there in order to make it stand out some. So we'll do like we were doing with our branch, where we're doing that reverse rim lighting, or the outline's a bit darker. Just to get it to stand out a bit. Okay, so back to my like light gray in here. All right. That's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with how we're going along there. So I'm gonna have to like be really feather light with like our gray moving down, and then come over it again with white, just to get more definition out of that. So like there's a bit of floof right in here. So we'll like want that floof to be a bit darker. And then I'm gonna want like a bit of a darker line from here-ish to just like delineate the wing on the outside. And then like, oh, storming outside. I want like here to have a little bit of a definition, because we're gonna have the other wing and its feathers like this. Okay. And then I need a ridge down the face to the beak. I need a really dark bit from the eyes towards the beak as well, which I might need to move this slightly because the proportions are a tiny bit off, but that's okay. We can fix it. Do like tiny little feather bits in here. All right. So let's move our beak while I'm thinking about it. Let's move our beak up just slightly. And that actually works out because I'm gonna do it in the spray paint here. We're gonna do like that. Okay, and we're gonna get that black in there and we're gonna outline it a tiny bit. Okay, and then I want to soften these eyes a bit. Like, we want the eyes to definitely be the like big focal point. There we go. That looks better. Just get the spray paint around the outside a bit so that it has that like fuzziness to it and a little bit of depth on it. We'll put a little bit of eye shine in it. So I want those to be kind of like towards the inside on one and like here-ish on the other. That looks pretty good. Let's do our little bit of like feathering down to the beak. And then we have a little like basically kind of like tear trails that go down from the inside corners of the eyes towards the beak. All right, and I want a little bit darker right in here. Okay. Let's get those eyes a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of like shadow underneath those eyes. Just a bit. Okay. So let's really make the beak there stand out a tiny bit more. So we've got more gray in there. Put a little bit more black in there. Okay. Get our tear trails a bit. Like that. All right, cool. So we're getting there on the face. We're a little bit off on a couple of things still. Like, I want this to be a bit darker of a delineation here. Whoops. All right, fix that. Get rid of that. We also need to round this out a bit more. There we go. We could come down a little bit here, it looks like, to make that a little bit more even. There we go. That looks better. Okay. And then like that. Looks pretty good. All right, so we've got like, these are individual little feather bits. So let's put a little bit of black in there. All right, we're looking pretty good, I think. Okay, so we want a couple of little feather floofs in here to like show that there's still some feathers and stuff going on in the face a bit, but we don't want it to get too dark. Okay, so now we've got like all of this to deal with, and this is going to be very similar to up here. Let's actually make that pathway a little bit tinier. There we go. Okay, so then we're gonna go like, because this is all gonna be darker, this is gonna be individual feathers. We've got our neck floof that we need a bit of work on. We'll like feather down in here, because this is still white, but we want it to look like there's something going on. Alright. Alright. Okay. Let's get rid of this in here, because we don't need it. I was just helping us with our outlining there. Okay. So I want to have like our feathers to start in here. Do like that. Okay. And then use like that. And like that. Okay. And then we'll have like our longer feathers down here. Alright, so we will absolutely get some more definition here as we go along, where this will look a bit better, because the bottom of these is going to be darker in color. Alright. These are short little stumpy feathers. Okay, and then from that side, so once we get rid of like these super harsh edges, this will look so much better. There we go. It's already starting to look better. I don't think we'll need like a ton of black in this outline for it, but we'll get a little bit in there to make it a bit more standing out there. Okay, so ease up on this neck floof coloring a bit. There we go. That looks good. We've got like our stray little pieces here and there of like a little bit of gray. give it some depth and color. Like we've got down in here. Okay, so now we need, because all of this gets filled in pretty much, so we're gonna like quickly fill in our feathers here and not forget where our delineations are, because we're gonna clear those up a bit here. And the very tips of these feathers are gonna be darker. So like, I'm gonna do like that, and a bit like that, and a bit like that. Because these top feathers are very short. A bit more gray in here, and a bit more in here. Thankfully we're okay on the bills. Like, we don't need a ton of money right now. We're doing okay, and I want to do a really nice piece. In here. Okay, not bad at all. Pretty happy with how this is coming along, actually. Okay, so let's do back to our gray here so that we can fill this in a bit down here. Fill in our longer feathers. Okay, back to black. Give that a bit more definition there. And then the very bottom of these are darker than the rest of the feather, just like before. Okay, so we have one wing done. Now this wing, because we're seeing like the very front of it, so it should be a bit lighter, because we're seeing not the dark side, we're not seeing the outside of it, so we're seeing the underside of it. So we want like these wings to be a bit lighter in color, and we want them to like float down a bit through here. Alright, so we're gonna need to probably like do a bit of darkness right in here, just to like really define that, and I might need to lighten that back up a bit, honestly, because that's a bit too dark, maybe. Alright. That probably should be a bit more curved as a line, but... Actually, not probably. It should be a bit more curved as a line. We'll, like, try to curve that a bit there and see. That helps a bit. I think that helps a bit. Okay. And then we'll do like that. I need the white to come back in here a little bit. Help with that. Okay. And this wing is supposed to be lighter than the other one because we, again, are seeing the underside of that wing. But I think we might need a tiny bit more black than what we currently have. Hey, how about that? How's that look? Not too bad. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Like, I could do an entire thing of just trees that look like that. I actually really like how that came out. And the tree took the least amount of time. Alright, let's get our, like... Alright, I think we've got our little bits of... I think we're pretty good. I think that looks decent. All of it done with the spray paint tool. Yeah. Alright. It has a little bit of the, like, charcoal fading look that I was going for. We might need a tiny bit more gray in these feathers. Probably a touch more black, but other than that, I think we're looking pretty good. Like, put a bit more dark bits at the bottom of these. Alright. And watch everyone hate it. Watch the game be like, this is garbage. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't think it looks that bad. Alright. A barn owl. Oh my goodness. Alright, so George liked it, but they were telling me that I need to sell to higher-end clients. So I need the nobles or the businessmen to like it. So, if I close out of that, let's see if maybe we can get an offer from a businessman or one of the nobles. Probably not because it's the spray paint, but too complex. Lovely. Why? Why is it too complex? So let's do some of those trees with different colors, because I really liked how that came out. suppose someone like, uh-oh. Alright, so we're not gonna get the noblemen or the noblewomen or the businessmen, apparently, with that particular piece. I took too much time for the businessmen, I think, is part of the problem. Anything that's too complex. Alright, George, you can have it. I live to paint for another day. So let's try for like a couple of trees in various colors. Whoops, that was a mistake. Ah! Erase. There we go. Not quite erase, but it'll do. Alright, there we go. Let's try this again. Alright, and branch that out a bit like that. That does not make sense. Nope, nope, nope. None of that makes sense. Because this came in too far. Alright, let's try this again. Well, it would help if I got the right tool. Ignore that. Alright, correct tool this time. Thank you. Alright, that looks a little bit... Still not quite how I want it, but that's fine. That'll do. Alright. Actually, no, it's not fine. I said it was. I lied. Not fine. Don't like it. Try this again. Alright. So we want to keep this... Whoops. I'll fix it here in a second. Very slender. There we go. That's better. Just having it branch out up there. Do a bit like that. And like that. And then we can have a couple of branches like off of it here and there. Okay, that's pretty decent. And then we'll make this tree look like the branch that I did before. And let's do a blue set and maybe a green set. So if I do like that, because we'll only have room for 3, so. They're gonna be very, like, whimsical trees. They're not gonna look very realistic, but that's okay. Alright, so this is where we gotta decide if we want to go in front of or behind. I think we'll put blue behind red. Alright. we go. And this might be way too much over here, honestly. So let's get rid of a bit of that. We can have this like be a little stumpy bit. Nope, that one. There we go. We'll just have it like split off here. Okay, and then we'll do green. And green's just gonna go straight off into the distance. That's fine. Green can go off into the distance. It's its own tree. It can do what it wants. Alright, like that, and split off some branches here and there. And then I think we'll have green try and go behind blue here. Well, that looks awful. Okay, well, we'll go with it for now. Alright, so red, let's fill this in. So hopefully this will catch the attention of the businessmen at this point, because I know that the spray paint is not one of the things that the nobles care too terribly much about. Alright, so we've got that. I think that it will be short enough time put into it that it won't cause a problem, because I'm not gonna be like putting in the like 30 minutes I put into the owl. Was it 30 minutes? Might have been 30 minutes. I put 15 into the one before it, so, and it was the companion cube, which looked awful, but hey, I'm pretty happy with how that barn owl came out, so that's something, right? Thus far, we have made no progress as far as our career is concerned in the game, because we haven't sold to anyone that is different from who we were selling to in the little alleyway that we were in before. So, you know, we're doing great. And we're trying very, very hard here to make this look good. Going behind the red tree here. Oops. Well, we were trying very hard. Sometimes when you try, you still fail, and that's okay. light tornado hits the Normandy area. Uh-oh. Well, at least it only took away hats, so, you know, there's that. No casualties. That's always good. Alright, can I fix this branch here a little bit, maybe? Possibly? Okay, we're gonna go over the blue, because... Forget that. Forget that noise. Let's try and, like... Oh, that does not look good when you're not using the like, pin tool. That's okay. It can look ugly. That's fine. We'll leave it like that. My trees have some of my trees have very slim waists. Their waistline looks great. Alright, so let's do our, like, spray paint stuff in here then. Oops. There we go. Alright, I like it, but I'm the person making it, not buying it, so, you know. Does my opinion matter here? Alright, let's get some of the darkness back in that. That looks good. I like it. And like just a touch of the super light, like chartreuse color. Oops, went a little much there. In that spot. Bits, just tiny little bits here and there. That looks cool. Okay, let's fix this tree's trim little waist here. Because I kind of feel that that's not what that tree would look like. That's a little bit better. There we go. Better. Much better. Oops. Oh well. Not that big a deal. It wasn't that much overspray. And then the very lightest, whoops. A little bit more in here, okay. That looks pretty. Okay. And this is gonna probably... I think the blue so far is my favorite. The blue looks really nice. This is probably not gonna look so nice. Red is not one of my favorites. Like, I am not the biggest fan of red. It might have something to do with the fact that I don't look great in warm colors. Like, aside from painting things, Orange and I, we're not friends. The funny thing is that I use warm colors a lot in some of my my actual artwork, not this attempt at doing whatever it is I'm doing. Actually, the red one's not turning out too terribly bad. It could be much worse, so I'm not going to complain too much. I do, however, think that maybe a little bit more in this base bit. There we go. They're all upset that I have nothing for them to look at. Sorry guys, I'm working on it. I like how I've spent an hour and a half playing this so far, and I've done nothing to progress my career. So that's awesome. Hey, that looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Rainbow Forest. I highly doubt anyone's gonna like it. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. Let's see. George, I can't sell it to you. Apparently, I'm just not making stuff that the business people or the nobles like, which is not good. Let's see if we can get the businessmen to buy it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Blah,
All right,
blah,
Don.
blah.
It's yours. Potential investors are taking notice. Woohoo! All right. So let's fade this puppy in. I really, there we go, like, paint that up, and then, like, a bit more in this range, and have very little of that be, like, true solid color. So we will go with like let's see if we can do a better bottle this time. Like if we can get like a super nice curved bottle. Well, not quite, but we'll go with it. Eh. Alright, like, can I... Well, that smoothed it out a bit. Florida man feeds alligator with Matisse painting. That actually does sound like a headline that would come out of Florida. I know, I live here. There's actually a radio show that does a game called Florida or Anywhere Else in the World. And so they have headlines that they read. And you have to guess if the headline came from Florida or any other part of the world. It's very amusing, I will say. Let's see here. Can we do like a blue cap on this, maybe? Oh, that looks awful. What am I doing? Also like how I'm like, oh, wine bottle. We'll do a wine bottle. Because, you know, wine and baguettes are all that you eat here. So, in the game. All right. All right, let's put a label on this. A seal, like that. Okay. All right, let's use our little pen tool here to try and get like a decent line across for this. We're gonna have to redraw that circle. That's fine. Not that big of a deal. Yeah, so I don't drink, and me trying to buy wine for people is probably the funniest thing to watch, like as gifts, because I'm like, I don't know, this picture looks pretty. Oops. Not what I wanted at all. We'll make it work. Maybe like grime it up a bit, put some black in there. There we go. Because that's what you want. You want your wine bottle to look like it got rolled around in the dirt. Yep. Can't convince me otherwise. Sure, why not? That's a thing. Yeah. Oh no. There we go. Sort of fixed it. Not really. There. Sort of fixed it. I think we've used up all of my, like, concentrating energy for today since I had such a busy weekend, and bad bottle. Whoops. Not nad. Bad. Nope. There we go. Alright. Now what? Now what do we do? We have my go-tos that I've already done. The things that I had planned on doing, I've done. I don't know what to do now. A minimalistic approach. Interesting. Interesting enough for you to buy it. Apparently not. Alright. Inspiration, can you please just, like, smack me upside the head? That'd be great.
Whoa.
Unpatriotic? What do you mean? It's a wine bottle. Oh no. No one's gonna like it. Don't tell me no one's gonna like it. I like it.
Wee wee.
Ah, George. George likes it. Alright, George. You can have it, even though I'm supposed to be selling to businessmen. Alright, do we think that they would, like, pitch too much of a fit if we just did some branches? Because I liked how that branch came out. And then if we had, like, some smaller branches in the background here, where it was, like, splitting off, doing its own thing. Oops. We're gonna color that in, so it'll be fine. Alright, so we can fill this in now, and that should work. Alright. Alright, we're gonna do like that, because we're gonna even out that curve a bit. Okay. And then... do some of this. Oops. It's okay to have lumpy trees, like... bark is not smooth. We're not going to complain too much about our lumpy trees. Alright, we're going to like even this out a bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to have like this one obviously in the foreground. Which is going to be darker than the one in the background, I think. That's what I'm seeing. I think this will look really good. I'm excited to see the end result for this one. Alright, we're going to like even that out a bit. Oh, there we go. Well, I wonder if we could like plop a little bit of color on this, like if we did some cherry blossoms on that back, like some fluffy white cherry blossoms in the background there, like maybe that'll look really good with like having that just be the only pop of color. Because we'll do our like grayscaling here, and just like I want the rim of this to be super dark, and I want the inside to be the lighter color. So we'll put like a really fine rim of black around the outside there. Get that a bit darker right in there. And in here. There we go. Okay. Looks pretty good. And then we'll put like our tiny little shines. And here. Just a bit. Come back through with a little bit of black and gray and like dim that up a tiny bit, but alright, let's get our like wide brush of gray through there. A little bit black, and that's mainly going to be on the edges for that. Like get this bottom side a bit darker. And in there a bit. We could probably like get that tip teeny, oops, not what I meant to do. Oh well, we can fix it. There we go. Okay, like that I think looks pretty good. Should probably like shrink that down a bit, but there we go. All right, now that looks pretty good, I think. We want the back one, like I said, to be a bit lighter overall in its coloring. Like it's getting hit by more light, because we're gonna put our like teeny tiny cherry blossoms at the very end down here. And hopefully the game won't yell at us for the fact that these are obviously the same branches as I did before, but I like them, so that's what I want. That's what I want to paint, and the game can just deal with it. They may not sell, and that's okay. Oops. Yeah. All right, so put more gray in because we need these to be lighter in color. And then I should really like make this part right here more black because we want that to definitely be delineated. There we go. That way they like recede into the background there. Alright, so that means that this tree is going to have more white in it. Okay. Super bright up there. There we go. I think it's kind of crazy that in this game, as well as in real life, I seem to do better with grayscale than I do in color. But oh well. I like it. Alright, so let's do our like super pink little cherry blossoms in here. We'll put some like darker touch of red in here. Yeah. And then put the pink back in over this. We'll probably put a little bit, let's see here, a little flash of white. Yeah. Yeah! Hey, that looks pretty good. I like it. And we'll have like some cherry blossoms falling, I think, as well. So like I can do kind of like this or if that makes it. Yeah, alright, let's do like that. And then have more of the pink come in over top of it. And that kind of like fluffs it a bit, and then just a touch of the white in there. So let's do like our tiny little cherry blossom fluttering behind. My problem's always going to be that I like the spray paint tool so much in this game. Because the game really doesn't care for you using it that much with the like nobles and the like salesmen. They're not as against it, but like, they really want you to use the other tools more than the spray paint tool, and I'm like, no, but I like the spray paint tool. Oh, it looks good. Okay, I like it. Spring. Uh-huh. Yeah, see, they don't like it. Bummer. I might see if we could sell that, and that might be it for today. Ah, hey, Giorgio, you like it. Help you sell houses. I'm sure it would. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna call it there for right now. I didn't advance the career very much, but hey. I did some pieces I was very happy with. We revisited a couple of themes. I used the spray paint a heck of a lot. But thank you everyone who came and watched and joined in, and I will see you next time. Bye.